Let's see what else I can talk about. There must be something that I could talk about with you that I've been wanting to talk about.
I know what I can talk about. My Christmas special.
Christmas special.
I was originally doing a movie. You know, do you remember I did the Teal's What the Fuck Christmas Adventure thing?
Right.
Well, that was always inspired by Cloud8745, who did the same premise, but mine was Christmas related. Now I wanted to make a full-blown movie type thing, so it starts off me talking on the phone to David, saying something like I don't have any, saying something to him like, I don't have any time to make anything for Christmas, so I'm just going to play the level from Sonic Advance again, because obviously that's how it started in the first one. And he'll make reference to it, saying, "Don't you know what happened last time? You can't do that again." And I'll just say, "Don't be silly. It was all edited. This time it will actually it will actually happen. It'll have live action stuff, and it will reference Persona 4 and whatnot. So it'll, I've got the entire script. It's really good, actually. I'm quite happy with it. But
it's coming this Christmas.
It was going to, but time ran out.
Jeez, it's crazy how freaking fast this year went. It was just, it feels like it was just yesterday when you did that 30 Days Till Christmas video with that Wii game.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So yeah, so that's not happening anymore because time, and this car is so slow. So yeah, I ran out of time, and I also needed a graveyard. I needed permission to film in the graveyard, and I wasn't allowed. So I need to find another location for that, because basically I wanted it to look sort of like Persona 4. I also wanted it to be somewhat foggy-ish, because the point is, like, there's a part of me which is trapped in this world, and the evil me has been working hard using his magic to try and bring me in to his world, because he can't use the powers on himself, only others. So he's been trying to get me in there so we can switch places, because the more I'm in there, the stronger he gets and the weaker I get, like that kind of principle. So
okay.
So like in the end, like I get in there, we have banter, he sends me through different games. I probably shouldn't say it, but it's not going to be seen by many anyway, because it's not actually getting uploaded to like sub boxes, because I'll be flooding them with 1,000 videos. But yeah, so basically what happens is like he sends me through a few Christmas levels, and then he ends up saying something like, it doesn't have to be Christmas related, so he sends me to something simple, and that one line and that one time he doesn't send me to a Christmas level is crucial. It's going to be like not early on, but like sort of early, and it's completely crucial to the end, sort of, because basically I'll explain why in a second, but yeah, so I'll go through different Christmas levels on my own. Like he says at one point, after we finish talking some more, he says, "Off you go," so I have to end up going through the games thinking maybe I can escape, that kind of principle, and because yeah, so I go through different Christmas games. I want one of them to be Call of Duty 4, you know, the snow level, so I literally just start there, go fuck this, and jump off the cliff. Like that's all I want to do. It's brilliant. I really hope I can do that. So yeah, I want that, and then at the end I end up completely weak by also yeah, I forgot, I say something about my friends being power or something, and he makes them disappear by sending them to the farthest corners of my mind, so I don't think about them. But anyway, yeah, so well, yeah, I end up pretty much weak, and he and I can't. I'm trying to remember what actually happens, because it was a while ago since I wrote it. But he does a little bit of a monologue, the evil version of myself, which is played by me, if that's not surprising enough. And yeah, he does a little bit of gloating, and then he sees one of my friends pick me up, because and then I explain for the entire time I've been in here, I've been thinking about my friends, so that I could gain more power. I also tried to learn, because obviously it was explained before this point that he shouted at me that he couldn't use the powers on on himself, so he couldn't send himself into the games itself, so he couldn't have fun or anything. He's just trapped in this one box, sort of boxed in graveyard area.
Right.
So yeah, I explained, since he learned his powers by being in here, I learned the same powers over time, and as a result, I say that I can send him away as well. So so he says something like never, and it's going to be a split screen effect where we both click our fingers at the same time to teleport each other to a boss. And like, it's a boss of our choosing. So basically what's going to happen is it's going to be also I should mention, but what's going to happen when I play Sonic Advance is I die as Sonic, fall down like an area of a video game as me with green screen, and then I become the character. So that's like the principle. Once you're in that game, you are the character. So that's how I'll explain that. But yeah, so there's that. And I end up in the Sonic Advance boss, so it goes full circle. And I say something along the lines of, this won't be too bad. It's not as bad as the place I sent him, and it will be the final boss of Bratz, and that's where the it doesn't have to be Christmas related comes into it. I send him to a non-Christmas related place, which is the Bratz final boss. So he ends up being in tormented hell. When he loses, we both end up at the graveyard again, and I do a little "I'm sorry for what happened," blah 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 speech. I'm completely trapped. Game. Okay.
Game.
Yeah. So,
what are you doing?
Yeah, we
Game. Stop.
Stop it. So yeah. So we have I do a little "I'm sorry for what's happened," blah blah blah, but like, I have to leave you because I figured, because basically he lost the boss, so he's weak. And I say something along, I can't remember how I worded it, but I like explained that I didn't actually beat the boss. I was able to teleport myself out because my powers are more advanced than his, so I can use them on myself, therefore I can get home.
Right.
So that's like the entire plan. While I've been in the games, I've been working out how to use the powers without him noticing, and using them on myself, even though it's like never mentioned, but I'm doing so. Because it's basically just the character. Obviously, I've been just honing my mind and stuff. And yeah, basically it'll end off with me in my room again, like saying, I did it, I finally did it. Then I look to the right where my computer's playing an emulator of Sonic Advance. I scream like a little girl and shut down the computer screen, and that's the end. I think it's quite good. I'm quite happy with how it's done.
I remember you talking about that last year. Like, you've been working on this for quite some time, haven't you?
I've been evolving the plot. I thought about it while I did the I was thinking. I can't remember when. I think I started thinking about it last September-ish. I think I think it was after Skylanders. And yeah, I've been thinking about it since then. I thought, okay, I'll write a very basic idea. Then I wrote a lot more to it a few months ago, and yeah, now it is actually like that. Some of the video game sections haven't actually got a script because they're just like improvised, because it's not hard to. I can just improvise that. Like, if I'm being honest, the video game sections could be done in a day if I really wanted to.
Right.
But yeah, you know, it's not hard to do.